double full vault for several years. She's gotten 10s in club gymnastics before getting to college, so it's definitely within her DNA, really.
Coach, you hit 197 right on the nose today, and only 5 other schools have done that so far this year. Is that kind of the company you expect to be in, the Oklahomas, the UCLAs, those kind of teams?
It really is what we expect. We've said it from the very beginning. This team, our slogan is whatever it takes, but I've been telling the girls, you have what it takes. You don't need whatever anymore. That was during the fall, during training seasons, during the tough conditioning. You have what it takes now. It's about really just bringing it out of them. And so they're really starting to understand that, and being able to compete with confidence is the biggest thing. And we still have a few areas to improve and figure out our lineups, but overall, just the mentality of the team is going in that direction, because that's what we expect from them.
Yeah, and how much did your depth in all of your lineups kind of pay off today? You kind of mentioned a few falls, but all the other routines were almost spot on. It seemed to kind of counter those.
Yeah, and on vault and floor, we have about 4 athletes kind of in that mix. It's like we could cycle them through, and any of them can go, and that's why we've changed the lineup up a little bit, to give all of them experience and see who really will hit it when it counts at the end of the year.
You talk about keeping you saw the lineups only change in 2 different places between the 2 days. So talk about keeping the, condition up for when you keep the lineups the same, like they're not rated.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. I really want by Arkansas back home to really know our lineups, honestly. That's the goal for me. And we might have a few changes here and there, but with having a 3-meet weekend, and I call it 3-meet weekend because it goes Friday, Monday, Friday, and we don't really get much training time, honestly. We're going to have maybe 1.5 practices and 3 meets. So the competition is our practice, and so to see them really push through and get their routines when they needed to was positive. But no, by Arkansas, we really want to have that consistency so they can build off each other.
And then going back to Rachel and vault, you spoke on how she seems surprised that she's not there, but she's not. But basically, her being a freshman, her going out there and posting 299s already. Just how you speak of it being a difference maker, how much of a difference does that make in your vault lineup that y'all can depend on that?
Oh, it's huge. We've always told the athletes, and we don't look at scores during the meet, or we try not to. We gauge it by what the scores are afterward and evaluate ourselves. But 9 plus is what you really need. You need 4 of those on every event, honestly, to be in contention at the end of the year. And so to really have that as part of them, even Sydney and Lucas at the end of that vault lineup, it really helps. And Rachel Dixon, once she gets that landing set, will have another one. And so we have the potential, and it's just about really fine-tuning some of the skills.
Last question. Going off Rachel Dixon, you just slightly mentioned, but she had a great day today. She beat her bar and beam season high, and she tied her vault season high. If you could just talk a little bit about her performance today and what she contributes. Obviously, is always a leader on this team, but today especially.
Yeah, and it's funny because she asked to meet with me and wanted to make sure I knew, don't count me out. She really wanted to say that, and that's because she had 3 falls within the first 3 meets. And that puts a lot of pressure on the underclassmen, but at the same time, that pressure is so good for them at the beginning of the season, so we can really just excel at the end of the year. And so today, to really see her come into her own, get past the mistakes, and really push toward what she's capable of was amazing. And even on floor, she had some little errors on her landing, but she made sure to work them. She's a good worker in terms of little mistakes.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, you're welcome.